Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here, and I'm back in Magic and Mythos, and I did do a little work in between episodes. Namely, I made sure to get myself a few more alchemical bags to sort things with. This green one will now officially be my wallet, because I have so much coins. Seriously, my banker will be very happy when I get back, so Vina, you are going to be surprised with how much coins I've got. As for this, I'm using this pretty much just for Electroblob's wizardry. Literally, I just shoved all the... Well, there is this staff I seem to have miscellaneously put in there, so I'm going to throw that back into my miscellaneous stuff, because I was going to just kind of hold back on this one because I'm not using it right now, so... Yeah, I mean, my electric one I might wind up using, so... That I could see. But there is something very special I was wanting to test before I run into that Inn City. Which is right over there. I want to, and of course there's other stuff I'm going to do as well. I'll need to put this over here because I'm going to experiment with this. I was thinking, I just need an active inn crystal in the end. Does it really have to be its dragon's lair? Because I could just activate it over here, even make myself a new link crystal to go along with this location and have my my system kind of set up right now. That would be pretty sweet. So I'm going to try to go for it. So yeah, let's do this. The thing is, to be able to properly place one, I need a little obsidian. And I need an inn crystal. Now, do I... Okay, this is with the standard recipe, actually, I believe. So that's good to know. Yeah, it's standard recipe. This hasn't been changed for anything. Huh, I can actually make them on a crafting altar. That's interesting to know. Whee! Okay. A shulker can... What is having this as drops? I think shulker drops may have done something weird, because it's supposed to be shulker shells here, not diamonds and inn crystals. What is... This is doing that there. The only mob I have seen drop inn crystals so far has been the Marines, which are, oddly enough, zombies in disguise, but whatever about that. Anyhow, let's try to do this thing, shall we? I want to do this in an area that's not too close to me, but then again, I might not have much of a choice. Well, there is an island over here. I just don't want the enemies to interfere, so I'll just carefully fly over here for a moment and test this out. And that is in gold ore, Inferium. Okay. Thing is, I did make sure my Waylo was working this round, so yeah. That's the thing. Okay, let's just place this down. Okay, now will you activate? Yeah. It's not doing it. Wait. Oh, wait. Maybe that had to happen. It had to update. Maybe now it's fully active. And it did activate it. Okay. That's cool. It works. My Ender Core is active. And I can use this location. In fact, I should probably make an interlink just over here. I've got that one on its own island just because it's easy to explode, and I don't know if there's anything ranged in this modified end that might blow it to bits, and a good chunk of the island down with it, because their explosion is strong enough to wipe out Endstone, which is highly impressive when you really think about it. Okay. I need myself a link crystal to do this. Link crystal location. Okay, so I'll be tagging this location. So shift-click the end. Let me see here. I might want to name this a little bit better. So time for an anvil, and you can name these, and it will show up in the interporter as to what it's called, and that's really useful for knowing where in the world you are, and for that matter, where you're going to go. In city. I might actually build my... I might actually use the in-city itself as a base after I clear it out. So I'm just going to call this in-city base, and if I change my mind later, I can always shift out the crystals. I say that because you actually can. I mean, seriously. Okay, now let me see here. This was needing to be... Okay, to get the advanced interporter, I need 4 of the advanced alloy and 4 eyes of Ender. And then I'll be able to have my core powered all the way up, which will be beautiful. Okay, so... alloy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eyes of Ender. Oi! Technically I'm just pulling back the ones I've already received out of these Eyes of Ender, because I got so much from those Marines. And I am about to reveal why this mod will just eat your EMC. Okay, let's do this, so... Okay, I think these went here, and might add these are, again, layers of, well, they require obsidian, gold, iron, diamonds, and Eyes of Ender, so they're kind of expensive each. It's good that you do, on the other hand, get at least a couple, so that means the EMC value isn't, like, totally up there. I mean, they're already, like, half the value of a golden apple, so, yeah. Oops, grabbed the wrong thing. Didn't mean to grab that link crystal. Meant to do this. There we go. Okay, I'll need to set that thing up, and also grab my other link crystal. Let me see here. My end bag will be nice. Let's put those up for now. Okay, my end sack, my other link crystal. I will be needing this. I don't need my ender furnace. This thing is nice. One of the things I made in between episodes. It requires some ender alloy basic, a basic inactive core. You don't need a fully powered one up, some obsidian, and a furnace. The inactive cores that are basic require regular ender alloy, some obsidian, and a block of redstone. And this is made just with iron and ender pearl, so it's fairly easy. Now, the other thing about it is, well, yeah. But this I won't really be using now. I mean, unless I need to smelt something. Well, I kind of do need to. I'll be needing more of this, though. The tool workstation requires some of the end alloy, a crafting table, some obsidian, a chest, and a slime ball, or anything that's considered a slime ball. So, whatever. I will be needing this because I'll be needing to start working with modules. The ender infuser I will definitely need to fuel this thing up. It requires some of that same basic alloy, a hopper, a piston, a furnace, and a couple of obsidian. So it's one of those things where this quickly goes through a lot of recipes and stuff. I did take a few ender lilies on my way. Don't worry about the mob harness, that won't come up right now. But what I will need to do is to place these blocks, and I will probably move them later because this will probably wind up becoming my ender workstation in general. Only it'll probably be in there after I clear out the enemies. It's a good thing nothing can reach me right now. What I will need to do... let me see. Do I need a special core for this? Okay, I just need a capacitor, and I need the link crystals. These are fairly simple, except again that has to be, like, exactly green glass. Or, you know, something similar. Okay, I can already install these, and this will stay in your workstation, might I add. Apocalypseville, I kind of want to be the first one. Now, the way this modular system works, and you can even like you can even like store some modules in here. You can do some renaming and stuff. But the bigger thing is installing modules onto your special ender-based equipment, like this advanced interporter. So if I manage to get myself a capacitor, and this can be any rank of capacitor, then that will be a lot cooler. So let me do this here. Oop. Of course, Ender U actually works because there's just nothing else with Ender U other than Ender Utilities here. Which again, I really do love this mod. I've been thinking of doing a review on it, but it will take a while to set up because it's grown a lot bigger than it used to be. And pretty big, period. Okay, I need the biggest capacitor. Would be nice. The advanced capacitor. Okay, 3 of the advanced alloy, a couple of obsidian, a diamond, and an ender pearl. And it can hold up to 500,000 units, which is sweet. Actually, I kind of need to start something up right now. I need to start smelting that up. Oh gosh, I don't want to go that far. In fact, I'll need to have some of that left over. I'm about to reveal... Well, actually, let's just go with a stack right now. Because I will... I may not, like, power it up all the way, so... But yeah, the Ender Infuser's purpose is to prepare fuel for your chargeable items like your capacitors. So right now it's smelting down, and Eye of Ender itself will provide 2,000 units, and Ender Pearl will provide 1,000 units. I don't know if some of the other items like Chorus would provide, and I will test that later, because that would be really cool if it worked. But right now I just need some of the right alloy. I believe it was 3 of these. I need a diamond. You can see why this eats your EMC is a lot of things are very point intensive just by the nature of the mod, because it deals with a lot of Ender stuff. So yeah, it and on top of that, some things are non-refundable, like you just turn them into fuel. Okay, let me see, what was that whole thing for the capacitor again? Yeah, I had that right. Nice to know. Okay, so special function. Okay, click that there. Yoink. Aha, Ender capacitor is prepped, and this is the advanced version, so this is pretty good. Creative. Yeah, that's a lot of units there. Whoa. In a way, it's kind of a good thing that can't be crafted, because it would just suck up my points like crazy trying to charge it. Yeah, I'm burning through my reserve already doing this, so I think I'll be good. Let me see here. Might as well memorize that. Okay, so let's get this infused. It will charge it as much as it possibly can. And it charges it up pretty fast. And I want a pretty good initial charge. It does take some every time you use a teleportation via the Ender Porter. Or, for that matter, other Ender-based items. One of the big themes of Ender utilities is kind of a bit of heavy tinkering. It's got its own style of it, and it's mostly through this tool workstation. But, as I was saying before, you can add and subtract modules and swap them out. Like, technically, because of the way link crystals work, I can have, like, 9 locations in the advanced Ender Porter... darn lips. In the advanced Ender Porter that I can use. But that's just in that one exact item. And I can just store extra link crystals for various locations and swap them out on the fly as long as I just take out a tool workstation and use it. So this can actually make these super flexible. I mean, they will do all sorts of things for you really quickly. And this thing looks like it's going about as fast as it can. It seems like it's literally draining... darn lips again. Seems like it's actually draining at the same rate that it's charging. But it should have a pretty good amount of charge by the time this is done, and then I can install this Ender capacitor. Don't know if I'm going to leave this stuff here or not, because I can EMC it later. Although, again, this stuff tends to be expensive pretty fast. The initial blocks, not so much, but the process overall, yeah. And this place is going to be fantastic to mine, especially when there's a lot of exclusive ores in the end with my setup. And I will probably want to harvest a lot of Ender lilies, because if I'm going to be using a lot of Ender stuff, I will probably use Ender lilies kind of like an EMC farm, and also as an Ender pearl farm just in and of itself, because of the amount of fuel this stuff's going to take, and it wants it in Ender pearls. Or Eyes of Ender. Eyes of Ender are worth double, but Ender pearls for the basics will be nice. Okay, got those set. You're about ready. It's going to drain completely in, and then I should be good. So yeah, this is, as I was saying before, now you know why before and currently I keep saying that this mod will just eat your EMC. It just swallows it whole like it's like no tomorrow. Because that was a stack of Eyes of Ender. This is now primed. Of course, once I have this ready, I can come back here at any time. Okay. Where was I going to... Oh, yeah, I was going to do that in here. Okay, I only have 2 locations currently, but later on that will change. I could pick up this stuff and move it into there. Like, I could start on that now. I can just grab this stuff and have my charging location back there. See, this anvil is complete. I can just refund that completely for points. Anvil stuff later if I need to. This one is drained of things. Getting money for blocks I already placed. That's a very funny way to exploit that mod so much. It's built right in. It actually is how it's meant to be. Just saying. That is actually how it's meant to be. So it's an exploit that they intentionally have in there. So let me put that stuff in. I may... I'll go ahead and put this money in my wallet right now. Again, my banker will be really happy when I get back. Vina, you're gonna flip. You're going to flip, Vina. I just know it. Okay. Now let me see here. This thing is primed and ready to go. I have stuff. This will be where I'm gonna throw miscellaneous things in and sort later. You can actually put alchemical bags into alchemical bags because they work on networks. So if I were to open this, I'd have no problem by doing that. Unlike a lot of mods where you can't put their storage unit inside their storage unit when it comes to stuff you can keep in inventory, this is one where you can. But again, it's networked, so it's a different type of phenomena. Because it's not like I'm technically putting an inventory inside this inventory. What's really happening is each of these forms a network kind of like an Ender chest in and of itself. And each one is its own network. Now, I think it's shared across color, not players. So if I was doing this in multiplayer, I could give a friend items anytime I wanted, which is kind of a cool feature. It's a weird limit as well, because that means that people would have to have their own colored bags if they didn't want to just grab somebody else's stuff. So, yeah. So I can actually totally do this, but because of the kind of stuff I've been receiving, it'll be better if I keep these in here. So, yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you know, I may have to, prepare to, axe you again. But, because I need to make sure these guys aren't going to interfere with me doing stuff. Wow, that hits hard whenever you do it just right. I think it just randomly crit. Oh, that's because of my skills. I almost forgot. I did in fact level up my my offensive skill in levels, and it gives you a chance of a random critical hit. I forgot about that feature for a moment. I was like, "Hey, wait a moment!" I was like, "Oh, that's random." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right, random." Point. Thought that you knocked me off, but I fake you out. Oh, that's in iron ore. It looked pretty pink to me. Oh yeah, again, tons of stuff I'm gonna have to harvest later. Okay, wait, that's right. While nobody's looking, need to assault the area. Kind of. I also need to make sure the shulkers are... Oh wait, I was gonna test that other thing. I just remembered I need to test that other thing. Everybody. No, don't do that with this. I'm not going to bother them. I just need to EMC one little thing. Okay, I need a... Oh wait, I already have it. What am I doing? I already have that. What I need. I wanted to test something out. Okay. I want to see if I can grab a shulker and take it home. Because if I can, that would be cool. Very cool, because normally this saves in BD data, and they have a special set of coordinates they work with, and that normally means they're very hard to move. Because they'll want to stay at exactly the last point that they were, so that backfires tremendously if you're trying to move them. So let me very carefully see if I can shoot this shulker off his perch. Oh, it's already happening. SWAT. Okay. Need to be outside the aggro distance. Okay. Hi, zombies. I'm not trying to capture you. I'm trying to capture this guy. Kind of levitating, but my flight's kind of negating it. Special note, if flying, levitation barely affects you. I have a shulker. Where did the other one go? It bounced. I grabbed two. Don't tell me the other one flew off the edge somehow. That would be bad. Of course, these are kind of accepted to be one-shots anyhow, so I kind of expected something like that. Okay, I just want to see if I can transplant a shulker to some location. Oops, wrong one. I needed to do the one with the shulker in it. I forgot that these didn't automatically relocate. Okay, that happened. Okay, it doesn't work. Plan... Whoa. What just happened? I think I have a problem.